the Crypto Doe Show. Now, today I'm giving you an update on the market. Happy Thanksgiving. It is now Thanksgiving. I believe it is November 28th. It's Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving to all. But I wanted to talk about the market. Now, in the previous video, I told you guys, I said, hey, if stablecoin dominance continues to drop, which I've been covering this for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, right? Stablecoin dominance hit a relatively high at 11% and some change, which means people were fleeing to stablecoins. They wasn't purchasing or they weren't buying any crypto assets, right? Stablecoin now, I checked this morning, it's at a 10.23. So stablecoin has failed a couple of percentages, right? Which is a bullish thing for crypto, which is a bullish thing for Bitcoin. Now, I also was doing research and I said, well, if the dollar fell as well, the DXY, and you could check my post out, that's my receipts, right? And I stated that if the DXY fall, the dollar fall, right, it's going to be bullish for crypto. So, and I've been saying this since Bitcoin was at about 83,000, 82,000. After it bounced from 80, I said, okay, we need a quick rally. Why? Because Bitcoin is oversold. A lot of these assets are oversold. So when it's oversold, which means that people are exacerbated from selling. So what's the next thing? The price is going to go up. You can't sell what you don't have. So the prices is going to go up. So I said we have a rally is incoming. And I'm saying it all to say I hit it right on the nose. From 82,000, I hit it right on the nose. I said a rally is incoming. We went up at least 10% from 82,000. It's currently, we at $91,000 this morning. So to me, that's the quick rally. Now, this is the thing, because a lot of people in the comments going to say these people don't know what they're talking about because they're looking for a biased opinion, right? They're looking for someone to float their boat with their narrative. I'm here to tell you, this is not the channel for that. I'll let you know what it is, regardless if you like it or not. I'm not doing this to be liked. I'm doing this simply to inform and educate. It's simply just to inform. So saying it all to say, the market changes sentiments every day. Sometimes it looks like it's going up, sometimes it's going down, especially if you do videos every day. Now, if I was to retract on doing videos every day and I do it once a week or once a month, then you could probably have some definite sense of direction. Or what if I do it once a year? Because it all depends on how close you want to zoom in and or zoom out. I have a few people in here. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm Crypto Doe once again, here to share everything I know with you guys, so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. So, but this is the thing. I said that we was gonna have a bounce, a rally. We did. Congratulations, right? This is the thing. We're not out of the woodworks yet, because if Bitcoin does not, let me repeat, if Bitcoin does not rise above 94,000, $95,000, and it stays above that for a couple of days and push up, we're still considered bearish. Let me repeat, we are still considered bearish. If you zooming out, for the short term, it might be a little bullish because we bounced, right? But for the long term, we still can be considered bearish. Now, for the ultimate long term, it doesn't matter if we're bearish or not. That's great opportunities to buy under 100K. If you're holding Bitcoin for the long term. And it all depends on what your long term is. My long term is 2035. 10 years. My long term is 2035, 10 years. So if you're willing to hold it for that long and dollar cost average and DCA into it and then set a price point that you're willing to sell, then we're on the same team. But if you're trading it, right? I'm reading this book. It's The Intelligent Investor. And I advise everyone to read this book too, right? Because it's giving me so much insight. The book is right there. The Intelligent Investor. You should read it by Benjamin Graham, right? I'm currently reading this one right now. And it goes to show that it's either you're an investor or you're a speculator. And it's your choice, right? But knows what comes with both. The portfolio, this is why it's good to get my crypto guide. You're only supposed to set about 5% of your portfolio. 5% of your portfolio, right, is supposed to be set towards risky investment or speculations. You're not supposed to add to that, because if you add to it, what does that mean? It means that you have the gambling mindset, right? I like to be considered a sound investor. I'm more so of a sound investor. I like to do my research. This is why I say it is no excuses for you not to learn how to invest, because simply doing research gives you an advantage point. Do your research on the stock markets that you like, on the index funds, on the mutual, on the bonds, on inflation hedges, on the I bonds, on the different things, right? It's on you to do your research, and that research is generally free because everyone has a phone, everyone has a computer. It's generally free. Let me acknowledge the chat real quick. Nero said, "Keep it up. I appreciate it. I appreciate the like. I appreciate the love." Um, Julia said, "Hey, what's going on?" C Blaze said, right. Neuro said, "Read it." Well, I can't read it right now, Neuro. But I'm just letting you know what I am reading with my mindset. It's called The Intelligent Investors. I think you guys should read it. Right? You should read it. Jackson Kilborn said, "Hey, what's going on?" So I'm saying it all to say, know what type of investor you are. I'm an investor for the long term. So I do my research. I'm locked into Bitcoin. I'm locked into a certain projects, and I just dollar cost average. I buy. You know what I'm saying? If 5% of your portfolio should be towards meme coins or your speculative coins and XYZ. This is why I rarely go over meme coins on this channel, because it's literally probably 4% of my portfolio. You know, that's when you want to play around a little bit, see what this is, see what that is, see what the community engagements is, see what the liquidity is if it's low liquidity, put a couple of hundreds, or depending on what 5% is to you. 5% could be a couple of hundred, 5% could be a couple of thousands, 5% could be a couple of 100,000. It depends on your portfolio. And that's what you're willing to lose, and never invest into that that 5%. Never increase it, meaning that once you lose it, and have the mindset, well, I'm playing with this and I'm gonna lose. So if you do win, it's gonna be a surprise, right? This is why, you know, stocks is important, bonds is important, you having a skill set is important. Keep grooming yourself based on different skill sets or advanced. Well, I guess I'm back now. For some reason, every time I'm doing a wonderful update, they always say the phone is overheating. It's cold outside. How is the phone overheating? I'm in my car. But anyway, so saying it all to say, right? Like I say, read the book Intelligent Investor. I think it's going to be a great read for everyone. Read that, but it's about the market updates. I told you that Europe is deciding on basically a care package or funding situation. So the euro went up, which means that the DXY, the US dollar, is going to go down. If that goes down, it means that crypto prices is going to go up. It's not so much for Bitcoin. It's also about altcoins, right? Jeremy, what's going on? Said hello. What's going on? So I'm saying, sup, brother? I climbed cell phone towers 2003 high in like about 150 years. What's on my portfolio, brother? What's on my portfolio, brother? So, brother, I climbed cell phone towers 2003 high and like, okay. I'm not sure of what you mean, Jeremy. Brian Smith said 4194 said hello. What's going on? This is our first time here. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, like I say, we're talking crypto, right? And remain positive in the comments. That's all I say. Remain positive in comments. Don't run the risk of getting blocked. So, with that being said, the DXY. The DXY is also known as the dollar, right? The dollar, right? I mean,